just not sure, Harry. It's such a great big bag of popcorn. It's going to be far too much for two little caterpillars like you and Barry, surely. I think we might have to have a bit more of a think about that. Think how we could do it. What do you think? Yeah? Oh, hello. We didn't see you there. Me and Harry were talking about something that's going to be happening later. Harry's got a brother, you know, called Barry, and he's coming over for a picnic because it's such a nice day. We're going to have a picnic in the garden, and Harry has decided all the lovely foods that he'd like to eat with your brother, haven't you? Yeah? And he wants some popcorn, but this is such a big bag. And we're just wondering how they could possibly eat all that. You can't have it by yourself. What are you going to have to do with it? Oh, you've got an idea, but you wondered if the children knew. Let's ask them then. What do you think Harry should do with this popcorn if Barry is coming over? Do you think he should share it? Is that what you were thinking? Share it? Oh, that's great then. Yeah, we could do that. We could open it up and we could maybe give half to Harry and half to Barry. And maybe there might be a bit left for me. I don't know. Would there be enough for me? No, why not? Oh, because if there's half gone to Barry and half gone to Harry, then that's the whole bag gone. Silly me. Well, we'll sort the popcorn out later, yeah? Okay. We've got some more things we're going to have on our picnic today. We've written a list. Would you like to have a look? I wonder if you could read it actually. There's some words on here that I think you might be able to read. Shall we let them have a go, Harry? Yeah, all right then. There you go, love. See if you can read those lovely foods that Harry would like to eat today. Did you get them? Did you get the first one? Oh, one of Harry's favourites, that is. It's not quite his favourite, but it's probably his second favourite. Do you want to show them, Harry? Oh, nice big juicy green apple. Pop that there. What about the second one on the list? You've decided you like these, haven't you? Not getting stuck anymore. Harry likes plums. Now, did you get the next one? That really was Harry's favourite, wasn't it? Oh yeah, now don't you eat that now, will you? Don't eat that one because we're going to wait till Barry comes, yeah? Put that there then, lovely. Oh, a little bit of cheese, was it? A cheese? Hang on a minute, that doesn't look like cheese, does it? Cheese on there's yellow. Hang on, you're not supposed to really talk to me while you've got your mouth full. Put the cheese down and then talk to me. Oh, the cheese is yellow inside that. Is it like a fancy wrapper? I've got to take that wrapper off first, okay. And then the last one was, what was it? Jam sandwich. Jam sandwich. Super duper. Oh. Do you know what though, Harry and children? I think I've spotted a problem with this list, have you? How many of everything on there can you see? It's just one, isn't it? How can we share one apple, one plum, one strawberry, one cheese and one jam sandwich with two caterpillars? How can we share them? What do we need to do? What do we need to do, Harry? Oh, I need to put my glasses on, do I? Why? Because it's a maths problem, he says. Put your magic glasses on, Mrs Bowen, your magic maths glasses, because it's a maths problem. Okay, Harry, I think you better go down and have a rest though while I put them on. Is that all right? We'll let Harry have a bit of a rest. Now, we have got a bit of a problem then. We've got a bit of a sharing problem today then, haven't we? So, we've got our foods just here. And Harry's just told us we're going to have to share them between two caterpillars. We've got Harry and we've got Barry. But how can we do that? How can we do that? You know, yesterday I went to the supermarket and I saw these and I bought them. They're 2 cucumbers, but they're only half a cucumber. Half, look. One half there, whoops, got that one, and the other half there. Because did you know 2 halves together make 1 whole? 1 cucumber, 2 halves. Do you think we should do the same with these special fruits and things and this food today? Because then we can share it, can't we? The 1 whole cucumber now can become half for one person and half for another. If we do that with our fruits, we can have half an apple for Barry and half an apple for Harry. Got a lovely sharp knife here. Now you could do this at home with your grown-up, but obviously you do have to watch your fingers. Be really, really careful. Put your fingers down the bottom there, look, out the way. We're going to put the knife on and we're going to cut it in half, right down the middle, just like that. So that's still the whole apple there, but now made it into 2 halves. 1 half for Harry and 1 half for Barry. Still a whole apple, but in 2 halves. Okay, I'm going to do the same now with the plum. Cut it again with that lovely sharp knife all the way around. Now plums are a bit different to other fruits because they've got a seed inside, but it's called a stone. So we end up with 2 halves like that, but one's got the stone in. So 1 whole plum, but we've cut it into 2 halves. 1 half for Barry, 1 half for Harry. And the same with that strawberry. 1 whole strawberry. Gonna cut it in half. I might even leave the green bit on for you to see. There you go. 1 whole strawberry, remember, but it becomes 2 halves. 1 half for Barry, 1 half for Harry. You've got it. It's like a pattern. Now, what about our funny cheese that doesn't look like cheese, does it? Let's pull off the wax off the outside. And what's lovely about that is you can see straight away it's 2 halves, look. We're going to take the wax off. We've got 1 whole piece of cheese and it's in a lovely round shape. And I'm going to use my knife again and I'm going to cut it in, what's that word? Half, that's right. I'm going to cut it in half. Half for me, is that right? And half for Harry. Who's coming to the picnic again? It's not me, is it? It's Barry. Half for Barry and half for Harry. That's the cheese sorted. And last but not least is the sandwich. Now, I've got 1 whole piece of bread. There it is. 1 piece of bread. And I'm going to make it into how many sandwiches? Can you think? That's right, I'm going to make it into 2 sandwiches. 1 for Harry, 1 for Barry. Because I'm going to cut it in half. Here goes. So we're going to put some butter on. Spread in the butter. There we go, into the corners. Now, I'm going to have some lovely strawberry jam. See that? Strawberry jam. Got to be strawberry, of course. Can't be lemon jam or it can't be orange jam. It's got to be strawberry. Why has it got to be strawberry? Because it's Harry's favourite. That's right. Strawberry jam. Spread it on. Now, here's where we're going to turn our one sandwich into two. We're going to put a little fold down the middle and going to use the knife, cut down the middle again to make two halves. One whole sandwich makes two halves, just enough for Harry and Barry. Right, that's all their lovely food. That's all done. We need to get the picnic sorted now, don't we? So that they can eat it together and enjoy it in the garden. You wait there and I'll be back just in a minute. You'll be able to come with us and see us in the garden. Okay? See you in a minute. Hi everybody. Well, Harry and Barry are having a lovely picnic outside. Sun is shining and they're really happy. They've shared their plates of food, they're sharing their fruit, they're sharing their popcorn and they're sharing their sandwiches and they're having a lovely time. Now, while they're outside, I thought I'd just show you a little bit more about that sharing project we're doing today. A little bit more about learning about halves of numbers and halves of groups of something. Now, I'm going to use some beans today. Don't know if they're magic beans, we'll have to wait and see. But I'm going to use some beans and we're going to count some beans together on my tray. And then we're going to do something clever. We're going to split that number of beans into two halves so you can see just what half of that whole number looks like. All right, ready to have a go? Oh, I've just realised I haven't got my magic maths glasses on, have I? What have I done with those? Let me just find them. It's a good job they haven't gone very far in my kitchen. There we go, magic maths glasses ready. Beans ready. Are you ready? Here we go. Right, one. You're going to count with me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 beans all together. That's the whole number, 6 beans. But I'm going to show you that we can halve that number of beans and we end up with 2 groups of beans. What happens if I do this? There. I've put like a little divide in the middle, haven't I? We've parted that group of beans into 2 and now we have 2 groups. We've got 2 groups of how many? 1, 2, 3. And how many on this side? 1, 2, 3. 3 and 3. And that's because 2 lots of 3 make 6. 6 all together. 6 in half. Half of 6 is 3. Now, we could split that number a different way. Let's have a look and see how else we could do it. Ooh. Actually, no, I'm not going to split it a different way today. We're going to add a couple more, make it a bigger number this time. So, let's start counting again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're adding on 2 more. 7, 8. 8 beans all together. That's the whole number. And now we're going to do that thing again where we're going to split 8 in half. Ready? Here I come down the middle, pushing those that way, pushing those that way. Just going to split them up so you can see them better. If I put that knife down the middle, then you can really see what I've done with my board. Yeah? See that? Now, we had 8 beans all together, didn't we? But now we've split our 8 into 2 halves. And on this side, we've got how many beans? 1, 2, 3, 4. And on this side, we've got how many beans? 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's because 8, when you split it in half, you get 4 and 4. And when they come back together, the whole number is 8. Now, because you're doing so well with this, we're going to go with one great big number. Is that okay? Right. Take that away again, because we're looking at the whole number. We're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, counting with me, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're squeezing in 2 more, 9, and 1 more makes 10. Super duper. Just checking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 beans all together. That's the whole number. And now we're going to split that group of 10 beans into 2 halves. Let's have a think first. How many number of beans might be in one half of 10? And how many number of beans might be in the other half of 10? Let's have a think. And then we'll try. Okay. Ready with that finger? I'm going to go down the middle. Here I go again. I'm pushing those that way. I'm pushing those that way. Spread them out a bit so that we can see them and we can count them to check. Okay, there's our half down the middle. Let's use that knife again, just to make the 2 sides of the board. Ready to count with me? Remember, we had 10 beans all together, but now we've halved that number. Half of 10 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the other half, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Show me a high five, everybody. High five. But now if I put my other hand up, we've got high 10, because 10, 2 hands, half of 10 is 5. And that's the whole 10. Half of 10 is 5. Have you got that? Maybe you can find some beans at home if your mum or your dad's got some beans, or maybe you've got something else. Maybe you've got some stones, or maybe you've got some Lego bricks, or you just need something that's little like this and something that you can work on. It could be a plate, it could be a tray, but have a little play with the beans. Get some numbers, count them, and then work out how many you might have in each group if you split that number in half. Okay, I'm going to leave you now because we've had a lovely, lovely day learning about wholes and halves and cutting things in half and sharing things and splitting groups. We've been very, very busy and our brains are now buzzing. Okay, so have fun, everybody. Don't forget, the magic of maths is all around us. See you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.